And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Forgive my lateness, but I have just rushed in the door from a thrilling match at Industry Group Stadium, seeing my Central Coast Mariners win 2-1 against Wellington Phoenix. But there is a Melbourne Derby which is underway, and what do you know? I was running a few minutes late, and we've already got a goal. Tolga Arslan opening the scoring after a horror mistake from Melbourne Victory midfielder Ryan Teague. City with the advantage. This is a crucial game for both teams, but especially Melbourne City. They need points here, and there is an opportunity. Wanderers, who sit in 6th place, lost last night to Brisbane, so there is a chance here for Melbourne City to gain some ground on Wanderers in 6th place with a win here tonight. But they made a great start. Tolga Arslan with the goal. Hope you guys are going well. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. And this should be, I mean, we've already got a goal. This Melbourne Derby should be good, man. Should be good. It's been, dude, it's been a crazy day in the A-League too. I mean, so much drama, so much to talk about. Obviously, we're going to be putting out the full round recap video on Monday, and there'll be a lot to discuss, even just from today alone, man. Even just from today alone. G'day, Tan Lee in the chat, Charlie in the chat as well. Sam's, that's right. Sam says a bit earlier on, says, relax, he will show up. Sam, thanks for the commitment and for backing me up there. Appreciate it. We have arrived. But yeah, I've literally just walked through the door from Wellington Phoenix, Central Coast Mariners. Of course, Mariners winning 2-1. Did you guys catch the game? How do you feel about it? It is a massive result for Mariners. We go top of the league, so I'm on a bit of a high. So we should have a lot of fun watching this game as well, man. I mean, what a day as well. Melbourne Derby now. And 8 minutes in, how did Melbourne Victory respond after conceding an early goal here? Tolga Arslan. Clinical. He's been so good this season for Melbourne City, hasn't he? One of the signings of the season. A guy who is always a threat. And when he's given opportunities like that, man, he's gonna put them away. He's gonna put them away. And he did so this time. Well, my prediction heading into this one was 2-2. If you checked out the prediction video, let's come back to that because Daniel Alzani's in behind, trying to find a teammate. Mechash wrestling in the box. City deal with it. Some changes for Melbourne City after they lost midweek to Central Coast Mariners. Melbourne Victory had almost a full week to recover. They picked up victory 2-1 against Perth Glory on Sunday last week. So Brian back into the lineup at the back here. We're going to get our lineup graphic. We usually have the lineup graphic here as well, but of course I literally just burst through the door. So we'll get that up shortly. But in terms of predictions, feel free to throw your tips. How do you expect this game to go? Throw it in the chat. It's a great start for Melbourne City. And as well, it's a big one, right? Because that's the first goal we've gotten in the Melbourne Derby this season. Two previous Melbourne Derbies this campaign have ended in scoreless draws. So finally, we have a Melbourne Derby goal. And it does come for Tolga Arslan of Melbourne City. What a moment. Charlie dropping 3-1 victory. Could happen. He's sitting behind once again. Crucial intervention. Matt Miranda with a challenge. Out for a corner. So City, again, pushing the attack. And g'day, Sam, who says, look, it's been a long time. Good to see you after a while, Sam. Good to see you here, man. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you in the chat. Sam says, as a Jets fan right now, it's been a rough couple of months, but I'm going to continue to support my team no matter what happens next season. Yes, indeed. Sam, look, I feel for Jets fans, man. Even coming from a Mariners supporter, it's tough. See what's going on with the ownership situation, and it's just not been sorted out. And there's, it seems to be some real concern about Newcastle and their future. And even though they're a rival of the team that I support, we want them in the competition. Everybody wants Newcastle Jets to survive. And look, I'm optimistic, and I'm hopeful that something will be figured out, something will be sorted out. Hopefully sooner than later, man. Because it's rough, and it reminds me of when Central Coast Mariners were going through some shaky times several years ago now. And now Mariners in a better position now, which is good. So yeah, hopefully it does work out for the Jets. I feel for you, Sam. Exciting start to this Derby match, man. It's been pretty end-to-end, isn't it? Both teams showing plenty of ambition, plenty of desire to attack, which is what you want to see. Victory looking to get forward on this occasion. Breaks down. Melbourne City can go on the counter if they want. Leo Natel also restored to the starting lineup for City tonight after he missed out on that midweek Mariners match. G'day, Jen Will in the chat says, my victory hasn't been as sharp as they've been like earlier on in the season, but I'm backing my boys. 2-1 victories. Love it, Jen Will. Good to see you in the chat here as well, mate. Charlie says, damn, Sydney City finally have some fans showing up. I haven't been able to spot the City fans yet. Plenty of, obviously, this is a Melbourne victory home game. Good to see Fortnite in the chat as well. I've been well, man. I've been very, very good. I'm still on a high. If you're just tuning in, we were a couple minutes late for the stream, and that was because I think my reason's good enough. I was coming home from watching my Mariners win 2-1 against Wellington Phoenix. So we're buzzing. We're buzzing. And hopefully we get an even better match here tonight. Look, dude, from a neutral point of view, I don't know, like, you guys, like, people who support other teams, let me know what you thought of that match, the Mariners-Wellington match. I think from a neutral point of view, it would have been a great watch. It was tense. Mariners really dominated, man. I don't think it's biased to say that. Mariners certainly dominated. I haven't had a chance to look at the stats. The Mariners dominated that match today and finally got that winner. And now got top of the table. So huge result for the Mariners. Sam again touching on that Jet situation, since I'm sure if I asked every other opposition supporters, they wouldn't want the Jets to fold as they are founding club of the A-League. And if they do, it would be saying something for the APL. Yeah, man. Yeah, it would not be a good look for the league, obviously. If, as you say, they're founding club of the competition, like Newcastle Jets, who already have a pretty rich history. Yeah. Charlie says, I agree from a Wanderers fan. Sam says, but as for the women's Jets team, they have for sure have made the city happy with their progression to the finals. Absolutely, Sam. I mean, that was an intense final round in the regular season last week in the A-League Women's. Newcastle Jets will be taking on Western United in the elimination final next week. My Mariners also there as well in the other women's elimination final against Melbourne Victory. Almost quarter of an hour in. Melbourne City take a 1-goal lead. If you're just tuning in, Togo Arslan with a goal. 60% possession to Melbourne City so far, according to the broadcast. Fortnite says, happy for you guys, Lockie. I really hope next season Adelaide start doing some Central Coast Mariners recruiting instead of every season using the excuse that they are looking for players to fit their system. Yeah, I mean, that's something that as a Mariners fan I've been really happy with. And you look at the guys who Mariners have brought in recent years, and they've all done such a good job. You think of when Mariners won the championship last year. Let's come back to that. His victory. Oh, great chance, great save. Dude, what a save. Ben Falami in behind. And he forced a good save out of Jamie Young. Victory going down early in this derby, chasing a goal to get them back. Great footwork from Daniel Arzani in the lead-up. Ben Falami, who found a little bit of space on that right-hand side. Good opportunity for victory. Great save. Jamie Young, man. Jamie Young. Experienced keeper. Loves playing in these big games. Huge save. Good to see you guys in the chat here tonight, joining the live stream. We've got a Melbourne Victory corner. Delivery's okay. Punched away by Young. Arzani, Victory, maintain. Oh, nicely done. Arzani in behind. Jamie Young again comes up big. 16 minutes tick by. Melbourne City under the pump after taking an early lead. Master FUT is here. Central Coast Mariners fan Guru says, Master FUT, hey, great game today, FUT, my friend. It was Wellington Phoenix. defended with such resilience, but it wasn't enough in the end. Melbourne victory again, pushing here. Jamie Young with his third save in about a minute. Melbourne victory. Really testing this City backline. I think it was Jake Brimmer who made that shot that was saved by Jamie Young. Good to see the stands packed for this game as well. Yeah, just to go back to that, Fortnite Troll made a comment about the Mariners recruitment a moment ago. Yeah, man, as a Mariners fan, I've been really happy with, the guys that have come in recently. You think about the championship season, with Cummings and then Kololo and who else do we have? I'm blanking. I mean, Brian Kaltak has obviously been another one as well. And even this season, Mikael Blocker, who scored a fantastic winner tonight. And Angel Torres has been great as well. Here come victory, though. Attack breaks down. I was going crazy when Ben Old scored, says Master. Yeah, man. Dude, it was in the stadium, man. We were shell-shocked. We were shell-shocked. And we was wary of that. I put out a tweet at like half-time being like, we've got to be careful as Phoenix counterattack. Like, they didn't have too much in the first half, but there was enough just, Ben Old with his pace and, Kraev and Barbarouses. Like, these guys are so good when they get through one-on-one. So I knew that, there was always, despite Mariners dominating the match today, Wellington Phoenix are always a threat, regardless of how the game's going, regardless of how much, defending they're having to do. So, look, a nice goal too, but a terrible mistake by Jacob Farrell just to allow that pocket of space. But Van Hatten with the cross and Old with the finish, hey? And yes, I was there, Master FUT. I was indeed there. So, made the quick dash back from the stadium to jump on the live stream here for another huge game, Melbourne Derby. Melbourne City needing a win tonight to close the gap on the top six. If they win tonight, City, they go just 1 point behind Wanderers in sixth place. Wanderers lost last night to Brisbane at home. Very disappointing for Western Sydney, who are just looking a little shaky to finish off the season, hey? Sam says, I do feel like that if Wellington do become minor premiers, I of course can't speak for the fans, but I would feel bittersweet. Sweet that they became premiers, and then bitter that they can't enter the ACL. Yeah, fair point, Sam, hey? Fair point. Obviously, Wellington Phoenix not in the Asian, federation. They can't enter the Asian Champions League or AFC Cup, which is interesting, right? So it'll be really interesting this year because it looks like Wellington will finish top two. So even if Wellington were to finish first, that'll secure Champions League qualification for Mariners, who, funnily enough, they might already qualified if Mariners win the AFC Cup, which they could well do. They're just 3 games away from doing that. If Mariners win the AFC Cup, they're going to qualify anyway, so it'll be quite interesting. And then if that happens, I think the Champions League place goes to the team who finishes third, which could be Victory, could be MacArthur, even Sydney FC could jump up there as well. So Melbourne City have a free kick here, out wide. Fernandez is going to leave it. And then, no, they're not going to go it. A bit of a set play here, and that was a disaster. Not sure what Melbourne City were doing there. Fernandez left the ball. Arslan went short, went to deliver it, and no one's there at the back post. No one's there. Casey, good to see you here in the chat. Says, man, as a Phoenix fan, I was looking forward to the prospect of a Wellington Mariners Grand Final in Wellington. Now I'll have to look forward to being in Gosford. Casey, oh man. It's not done yet. It's not done yet. 3 huge games remaining. 3 huge rounds remaining in the Adley-Mans. You got to say, though, you look at the run-in, and I think Mariners probably have the easier set of games. Mariners take on 3 teams from the bottom 4, right? Mariners have Western next week, then Adelaide at home and Jets away. All winnable games for Mariners, whereas Wellington, I can't remember Phoenix's games off the top of my head. I know I think they host Victory and they host MacArthur and away to Jets. They have away to Jets. But hosting Melbourne Victory is going to be tricky, man. Especially considering that Melbourne Victory, if Melbourne Victory get the win tonight in this derby match, then that could be an interesting game. If Victory win tonight, and then if I don't know if it'll actually happen, But if Victory could potentially, if they win against Wellington, all of a sudden there's a serious chance that Wellington could slip out of the top 2, which is unthinkable considering how strong they've been this season. Anyway. Sam says, no, not A-League related, but it's going to be a good finish in the Premier League. Yeah, it's been a pretty exciting season in the Premier League regarding the title and European finishes. Yeah, man. I haven't been following the Premier League as much this year. Obviously, the A-League is the focus for me, but yeah, the title race and race for European places has been tense. Bit of an incident here. Daniel Arzani has gone down in agony, holding his shoulder. Let's have a look at that replay. Wrestling with Natal. He sort of landed awkwardly. And this could be one of those ones where it could be a dislocated shoulder. I'm no doctor, but hopefully Daniel is okay. Arzani is taking his time. G'day, Lando Legend in the chat. Good to see you here as well. Charlie's hoping that Newcastle can make Europe. Of course, Charlie referring to Newcastle United, not Newcastle Jets. Newcastle United, of course, as we know, heading to Australia next month to take on the A-League All-Stars. Great as well to have both the men's and women's All-Stars teams this year. The good Newcastle, says Charlie. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. They're doing better than the Jets are this year, that's for sure. Another struggling season for Newcastle Jets. Season of struggle, I should have said. Charlie says, I'm going to Melbourne from Sydney to see Newcastle play. Can't bloody wait. Should be good, eh? I'm sure there will be plenty of fans. Newcastle United, I'm sure, have plenty of fans across Australia. And I'm sure... has it sold out yet? I haven't seen. It probably will, you'd think. So playing those games out of Marvel Stadium for memory. So I think there's a serious possibility that that All-Star night sells out. Can't talk. So Melbourne City, who have had to do quite a bit of defending after scoring that early goal, looking to push forward. Oh, nice pass into the box. Good opportunity. Deflected, easy save. Lando says, I hope Melbourne Victory can get the win tonight. Master FUT says, the Rufer red card was a disgrace. Thoughts? I remember we talked about it a little bit. We were talking about it a little bit in the last stream, actually, last week as well. For me, it was a red card. I think, look, it obviously wasn't intentional. But I think when you step on a player, it's pretty hard for it not to be a red card. So that's the only thing. It was definitely stepped on a player. So yeah. Charlie says both active supports for Spurs and Newcastle sold out, and the A-League All-Stars active sold out. Newcastle in that match too. Hopefully that makes sense. Thanks for that update, Charlie. Good to see that some tickets are indeed being sold. Jakey Brimmer with a long-range free kick opportunity here for victory. That's the kind of play that you do on taking your free kicks. Delivery's good. Header goes up. Dangerous area. City deal with it. Not quite. It's going to come back through Guerrier. Arzani looking to whip it in. City clear. So, Melbourne City really being tested in defence here. Togo Arslan scoring that early goal. Could potentially be a very, very important goal in terms of the race for finals for Melbourne City. They're showing like the subs warming up here, and you just look at the players that Melbourne City have on the bench, man. I mean, McLaren, Leckie. No Tilio tonight. He picked up a knock after the midweek match against Mariners. But still, so much. I mean, both benches, man. Both benches. So it's going to be a good match tonight. First booking of the evening goes to Callum Talbot. Melbourne City right back. Okay. Griddle at halftime. Yes, indeed, Charlie. We love our halftime griddle. So make sure to stick around that. A little bit of halftime entertainment. Last time, if you guys were here in the last stream. Oh, what a chance victory. Machashi in behind. Suddenly with an opportunity. And he fires wide. Melbourne City applying the pressure. Oh, what a chance too. Oh my goodness, dude. Machash surely has to hit the target from there. Curtis Goodwin was closing him down, but great opportunity, and he's been very, very good this season. Very, very good this season. Zinedine Machash. Great to finally get a goal in the Melbourne Derby. 2 scoreless draws earlier this season, which was a little bit underwhelming. But Tolga Arslan grabbing the first Melbourne Derby goal of the season. Coming all the way in April. Victory. Attacking with a bit of pace now. Look at this. Space down the right. Just realised my clock's a little bit behind. I'm in the future. Let's fix that up. Melbourne Victory pushing, man. They want to make sure they bounce back quickly, get a goal in this first half, level things up. They want to secure a place in the top 4, have that home final. Short corner. City doing a good job of dealing with things so far. Ball's in the hands of Jamie Young. So, almost half an hour. Melbourne Victory 0, Melbourne City 1. Okay, oops. Oh, they're in behind again. Victory coming, man. Arzani's looking hungry. Machash. Fornaroli trying to get himself into the game as well. Obviously, former Melbourne City striker. Isham in the chat, g'day. He says, Melbourne Victory 5-1. We'll see. We shall see. I mean, they've certainly got the players to do it. You got someone like Bruno Fornaroli, who twice earlier this season has scored 5 goals in a match. Could happen. It could happen. Half an hour played. City lead 1-0. Good to see you guys here. Hope you've enjoyed the week of A-League so far. Brisbane getting a big win away to Wanderers last night to keep their finals hopes alive. And then we had some dramatic matches today. I just got back home from a Mariners 2-1 win over Wellington Phoenix to take them top of the table. And then historic day for Western United, who played their first men's fixture out of their new base in Tarneet. Regional football facility, I think they're calling it. 4-2 win against MacArthur, which is crazy. I watched the first half, and the Bulls were looking good, man. They're up 2-0 at the break. 4 second-half goals from Western. And all of a sudden, MacArthur were looking a bit shaky to finish off the end of the season. Another second-half capitulation. Don't you love that word, capitulation? I don't even know what it really means, but you hear people say it, hey, capitulation. Great word. Two big games tomorrow. Newcastle Jets host Sydney FC. And then straight after that, Perth Glory, Adelaide United. But that'll be a crazy game, man. It always is. It always is. All right. Here's the lineup on our screens, finally. Strong lineup here for both teams. Both teams playing a very strong lineup. Just about full strength, you get to say. Not too many players missing. No Tilio for Melbourne City tonight. Wait, bro, was that a penalty? Oh, no, dude, was that a penalty? Definite pen says Master FUT. Pen says Tan Lee. Guerrero went down under the challenge from Fernandez. Just a little late. He's frustrated with himself too. Fernandez, the left back who arrived mid-season. That is huge. Melbourne victory with a chance here to equalise. It's going to be Fornaroli, right? Surely. It is indeed. The man who is sitting top of the goal-scoring charts in the A-League men's. Opportunity here to score against his former team, the team that he played his first ever matches in this league with Melbourne City. Up against one of the most experienced keepers in the league. Fornaroli doesn't miss. 1-1 in the derby. Bruno Fornaroli. Strong finish. And look at that. He loves it. Celebrating with the victory, faithful. Another goal for Bruno Fornaroli, who extends his lead on the Golden Boot standings. 1-1. Goal indeed. Master FT was hoping for the shank. He's got it. G'day, Darth Eduardo with the chat as well. Charlie, just saw your comment a moment ago. Prediction for the rest of the game. Look, I'm back in 2-2. My prediction video for this week, I said 2-2, and we're on track for that. We're on track. It's very rare that I get a prediction right in the A-League. It's such a hard competition to predict, but 2-2. We could be on track for that. Bruno Fornaroli equalising, clinical from the penalty spot. Ain't going to miss from there. Beautiful. Melbourne victory, man. Plenty of attacking threat. You look at that lineup, man. It's they've been pushing after conceding early. Zani off the right, Falami off the left. Machash's combination with Fornaroli this season has been good. And two hard-working midfielders in Brimmer and Teague. That back four really solid and experienced Melbourne victory as well with Guerrero, De Silva, Miranda and Traore. Melbourne City, obviously they've gone through a lot of change this season, haven't they? Compared to last year. Cyprian is back in for this game. He missed out on the midweek fixture. Nuno Reis was playing, but Reis has dropped out. Cyprian back into the lineup, as well as Jimmy Jego. Jego, another one of those players who arrived mid-season. He came in to replace the surprise departure of Hamza Saki a few months ago. Yakalish and Natal providing the width for Melbourne City. Toga Arslan will float around the park, while young Max Caputo continues to get game time from the start. Melbourne victory looking to double. Get another one. They've got a corner. Curtis Good. Had to be switched on there. They're coming. Charlie says, yes, get in. Great for Wanderers. I mean, you're right. And that's the thing. Hey, like when it comes to these games and this point of the season, you really start cheering on other teams in terms of, placement on ladder and stuff like that. So yeah, Wanderers will be hoping that victory do win this game, because it would help Wanderers in their place in the top 6. 4 points was the gap heading into this game. With this result, it would be a 3-point gap with just 3 games to play. Rafi, how's it going? Says, I've subscribed. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thoughts on the Glory game? 1-1. The Glory Sydney game that finished 1-1. That was 1-1, wasn't it? Good game. Good game, wasn't it? Sydney FC really tested at the end in that game. Perth Glory were pushing, and you felt like they were going to eventually get the winner, but credit to the Sky Blues who held on defensively. Jake Goodwood-Reich sent off in the first half. They started strongly, Sydney FC, and really didn't do any attacking in that second half, hey? Isham, I think earlier on, was asking, are you supporting Victory? No, Central Coast Mariners is the team, as we can see here with the lovely Champions jersey hanging up behind us. Central Coast Mariners champions of season 2022-2023 in the A-League Men's. Great to see the stands at Amy Park packed for this one. Always one of the biggest fixtures in the competition. Melbourne Derby. This is the 45th edition. We're getting close to that big 50 already. Which will come, unless we get one in the final series, which could happen. It could well happen, actually, that we could get a Melbourne Derby in the finals. If Melbourne City were to jump into 6th place and Victory finish 3rd, then, we'd have an elimination final Melbourne Derby, which wouldn't that be intense? Shots at goal so far, according to the broadcast, 11 for Victory, just 5 for City. That's the hosts tonight, with a bit more attacking intent. XG's looking better for Melbourne Victory as well as we edge closer to half-time. There's been a collision in the middle of the park. De Silva's gone down holding his face, and there's a yellow card out. So the yellow card is going to De Silva. He's suggesting that an elbow was involved. Ooh, there was a little nick onto De Silva there from Max Caputo. I don't know if there was much in it, though, to be fair. We play on. Melbourne City have had limited opportunities since scoring that early goal. Well taken chance. Tiger Arslan scoring early on. I'm seeing the likes pop through the little love hearts. Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys being here on a Saturday night or Saturday, wherever you're tuning in from, I'm sure. Across the world. It's always great seeing in the chat here. We do get our international viewers supporting the A-League, which is great to see. The A-League's the greatest league in the on the planet. Prediction for the Derby next week, asks Charlie. Whew. Mate. You got to say Sydney FC to win. I mean, it's the away team who always seem to win in the Derby. Sydney win, surely. They're just in better form at the moment. Here is a corner for Sydney. The delivery's okay. City, I mean, not Sydney. They do both wear sky blue. Melbourne City and Sydney FC, that is. Victory defence hasn't been tested too much tonight since conceding that early goal. Another huge opportunity for young striker Max Caputo, who's once again starting. It's been a fascinating storyline that's sort of developed over this season, with McLaren benched for the last few games now. Max Caputo, I think he's, 18 years of age? Plenty of potential. Here's a chance of victory. Great opportunity for Falami. He fires wide. Great chance. That was an opportunity that really should have been taken. Nice move from Melbourne Victory. Moving the ball swiftly up the pitch. And Ben Falami, a player who you probably expected to do better in that sort of situation. Victory attackers have been lively tonight, man. Arzani down that right, Falami on the left. You got someone like Nishan Valupale who can come off the bench and provide some pace as well. Speaking of pace, Melbourne City of Matt Leckie, who could come on and have an impact in this second half as well. Darth Eduardo's back in a 2-0 win for Sydney FC in the Derby next week. Yeah, I mean, surely, right? Yeah, Wanderers, you just don't know what you're going to get from Wanderers. Look, Wanderers were really good last week in that second half against MacArthur. If they can play like that, they're a chance of winning the game. But I've been really impressed with Sydney FC of late. I mean, not only because they beat my team a couple of weeks ago, but you know they've been good. They've been good, and I think it's finally, you know, Ufuk Talay took some time maybe for him to really implement his tactics, but the results are coming for Sydney FC, and they're in a good position. Master FUT has dropped a ladder prediction for the top 6. Love it. If you guys want to drop a top 6 prediction, jump in the chat. Phoenix in first, Mara in second, Victory third, Sydney fourth, 5th MacArthur, and 6th Melbourne City. There you go. So Masters back in City to catch Wanderers in 6th place. It could happen. I could see it happening. MacArthur's the one that I'm worried about. I think if anything, MacArthur could slip to 6th and maybe even slip out completely, which would be a real shame considering that they have been pretty good for most of the season. Coach Milos Stochowski has done a good job at the Bulls. Not long left till half time. Stick around at the break. We'll play some Griddle. For those that don't know, Griddle is a A-League player guessing game. A chance for us to test our A-League knowledge. And we'll see how we go today. Sometimes I'm a bit shaky. Under pressure here. Izzo, who had the ball out to the wing. Arzani wins a free kick in the middle of the pitch. 1-1 in the Derby. Dude, we are nicely. This is really nicely set up in the second half. Massive second half coming. And even though it has been Victory who have done, much more pressing and have looked more dangerous on the attack, have just been a bit more committed to the attack as they are here now. Down the left-hand side is Falami. Nice pass in behind. Great share. Oh my gosh. What? Traore with a cutback. And how did they miss? What? Dude, I need to see this replay. Falami, the underlapping run from Traore. Oh, dude, it was Curtis Good. City defender Curtis Good, I think, was just getting in there ahead of Fornaroli. The goal was gaping for Melbourne Victory. Short corner. 3 minutes of added time we have. Oh, it's in! Victory! Find their second! It's Fornaroli! Poor defending from Melbourne City. And Fornaroli has 2. But no, the flag is up. The flag is up. VAR might have to intervene. Oh, the drama. In stoppage time in the first half, Fornaroli thought he had his double. Oh. Dude, it's close, but he looks just off. Was that Fornaroli who was just offside? Keen eyes from the linesman that I think the correct call was made. Bruno thought he had it. Victory thought they had that lead. Look, referee's going to get the call here from VAR, and looks like it's all good. Offside indeed. Correct call was made. Keen eyes indeed from the linesman. Huge moment at the end of this first half. We thought Vaughanaroli had a double. He's hungry tonight, Bruno. Very hungry. There we go. They've shown the lines. It's close. Very, very, very close. Very close. He didn't have to be that far ahead too. He sort of like stepped back to get to the ball, you know? So, not long left until the halftime break. We're playing the final moments here of injury time. Melbourne Derby, the third and final Melbourne Derby. Potentially not final. We might have one more and Melbourne victory. Great attack again. Fernandez with a crucial block. But victory, well, they are well and truly up for this game, and they are coming. They are chasing this second goal, and they want it before the break. They're not going to get it. Half time in the Melbourne Derby. Melbourne victory 1, Melbourne City 1. Great game so far. Great game so far. Two teams very eager to win this game, especially Melbourne victory, man. I mean, they're showing plenty of attacking intent. Melbourne City with the early goal, courtesy of Tolgay Arslan. A poor giveaway in midfield from Ryan Teague opened the way for Arslan, who did not miss. And then Bruno Fornaroli capitalising from the penalty spot after Daniel Arzani was brought down. Or was it Machash? Can't recall now, but it was Fernandez who committed the foul for Melbourne City. Fornaroli, an expert from the penalty spot. 2-2 is still on indeed, Master. You're right. You're right. My 2-2 prediction is still on. And I think it could happen. We're going to get more goals for sure, man. We're going to get more goals in the second half. 1-1. But look, not only a victory looking real good, but City would really love to get a result from this game, man. I mean, a draw would be okay, but a win really puts them in a nice position to catch Wanderers in finals. We'll see. The second half is around the corner. Stick around for half time. We'll have a bit of a chat about all the other A-League action that's going on this weekend. And we're going to play Griddle in just a moment as well. You guys played Griddle today? A new game every single day. It's griddlegame.com. Great chance to test your A-League knowledge. Isham says 5-1 is still on as well. You're right. You're right. I tell you what, if they'd taken some of their chances, we could be close. We could have been 5-1 if Victory had taken some of those chances. Darth Eduardo's back in 3-1. It's been a really, from a neutral point of view, man, it's been an entertaining watch so far. An enjoyable one. All right. Should we play some Griddle? Let's pull it up. Let's pull up Griddle. So here's a look at the game for today. Let's get this on the screen. And, dude, this should be easy. This should be a relatively easy Griddle today because we have no funny stats or anything. Usually, we might get some funny old stats. But today, it's just clubs. So we're going to try and get all 9 squares. We're going to play it live here. If you want to play, you can hit up griddlegame.com and test your A-League knowledge. Let's see here. Perth Glory, Sydney FC, Wellington Phoenix on that top row. On that left-hand side, Melbourne City, Western Sydney Wanderers, and Adelaide United. Okay. So this is the one where I do okay. When it comes to the stats, I'm terrible. But let's see how we go here playing Griddle live in front of you all. Hopefully I don't fall flat in my face. Where do we start? Let's go from the top left. Perth Glory and Melbourne City. The first one that springs to mind is Stefan Kolakovsky currently at Perth Glory. Started his early career at Melbourne City, Sydney FC, and Melbourne City. Quite a few players we could go for there, I'm sure, as well. We're going to go for a certain Luke Bratton, player who has played for Melbourne City and Wellington Phoenix. Currently plying his trade at Melbourne City and injured at the moment, unfortunately, is Scott Galloway, who did have a stint at Wellington. Wanderers and Perth Glory. Again, probably quite a few players we could go for there. Again, we're going recent. Jared Carluccio, who is currently on loan from Western Sydney Wanderers at Perth Glory. Sydney FC Wanderers. Got the Sydney Derby next week, and we're looking for a player who's played for both teams. Plenty to choose from. We're going to go for... let's go for... I was going to say Liam Reddy. That's a bit too easy, Liam Reddy. Ninkovic. We're going to go Ninkovic, right? He hasn't played for any other A-League clubs, of course. Miloš Ninkovic. Plenty of drama when he made that cross-town move to join Wanderers last year. Was it the year before? I think it was the year before, wasn't it? So, Wanderers and Wellington, a player who has played for both of those teams. Wanderers and Wellington. Tomer Hemed. Tomer Hemed, striker who did really well at Wellington. A little bit more quiet at Wanderers. He was there a couple of seasons ago. I can't think of too many others who have played for both Wanderers and Wellington. We'll have a look at that afterwards. We can check on the answers. But we are on track for 100% here on Griddle today. Darth Eduardo. Enjoy the rest of your night, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. Adelaide, Perth Glory. Travis Dodd. Let's go Travis Dodd. That's a throwback from some of the early seasons. Travis Dodd. Player who has played for both Adelaide and Sydney FC. We can go Van der Sarg. Harry Van der Sarg. Young player who's currently at Adelaide. Struggled with injuries for the last couple of seasons. And then the last one. What's the last one? Adelaide and Wellington. We could have gone Scott Galloway there. He's played at Adelaide. But for a player who has played for both Adelaide and Wellington, there's surely been a few. Come on, brain. Adelaide and is the final one. My brain's blanking on this one. Wellington Phoenix and Adelaide United. We're looking for a player who has played for both those clubs. Oh, I tell you what, maybe this is the one tricky one where maybe there's not that many to choose from. Maybe. Did Ross Aloisi did play at Wellington. My brain remembers that. Did Ross Aloisi play for Adelaide United? He probably did, but for some reason I'm not so confident on that. I kind of want to find someone else. But surely there's Lucas Pantelis. Did he not play for Wellington? Or am I just imagining that? Lucas Pantelis. That's a throwback. Definitely played for Adelaide. I've got a feeling he had spent some time at Wellington. There's got to be more players that I'm missing here, man. We've done well so far. Kolakovsky, Bratton, Galloway, Garuccio, Ninkovic, Hemed, Dodd, and Van der Sarg. And it was pretty cruisy. And we could have used Galloway for this bottom right square. I'm intentionally not looking at the chat right now just to avoid any answers because I want to get this. Man. So I'm not looking at the chat. I will read the chat when I'm done. But my brain is being tested live here on stream. It's halftime in the Melbourne Derby. Victory 1, City 1. We're looking for a player at the moment who has played for both Adelaide United and Wellington Phoenix. And maybe there hasn't been many. Maybe there just hasn't been many. But Ross Aloisi is the one that feels right. I mean, surely he played for Adelaide. He definitely played for Wellington. I remember that. I got pictures in my brain of him in a Wellington shirt, right? Ross Aloisi. Did he play for Adelaide, man? I'm waiting for my brain to remember someone else that I'm forgetting. Eugene Daddy, he played for Perth. If I can't think of anyone soon, man, I'm just going to go Ross Aloisi. This is crazy. There's going to be... I mean, Scott Galloway's the other one I know for sure. Oh, man. I mean, Lucas Pantelis is the other name that popped up, but I don't know, man. Maybe. The answers are going to be interesting. But I want to go Ross Aloisi. I want to go Ross Aloisi. Oh, no. I don't know. Surely he played for Adelaide? Yes. Oh, dude. Gotta trust the gut instincts. We got 9 out of 9. John P7 says, I got Galloway in bottom right and Ugarkovic in top right. That would have been easier. Let's have a look. I want to have a look at some of those answers for the bottom right. Oh, dude, there's heaps of players I missed. Vince Leah, yeah. Daniel Mullen, Trat. Yeah. Nathan Burns is another one that I really should have gotten to. He was very good when he was playing at Wellington. Nathan Burns. We got Ross Aloisi, and that was the highest obscurity score too, 88. Because would have been earlier on. Let's have a look at some of these other ones here. Players who have played for both Perth Glory and Adelaide. Oh, there's actually more there than I would have thought. Armiento is a more recent one. Summer Malik, one day, yeah. There's actually quite a few, isn't there? There's quite a few there, but we went for the throwback, Travis Dodd. Good to see Casual Sydney FC supporting the chat. Hope you're doing well. Brock is here as well. Says, hey mate, huge win by Central Coast Mariners. Was seeing the updates as I was photographing the MPL SA game. Hope that went well. Photographing. I can't talk tonight. That match, man. Hope you enjoyed the experience, Brock, and thank you. It's dude, yeah, man, crazy. I drove straight home from the match. I was at the game this afternoon, and great scenes at an Industry Group Stadium. The Central Coast Mariners won 2-1 against Wellington Phoenix to go top of the ladder. Huge for the ladder. Huge for the run. Dude, I mean, level on points now, Wellington Phoenix and Central Coast Mariners. It's going to be a crazy final few rounds. It's going to be crazy. So, second half is not too far away in this game. All right. Predictions from here on out. How do you guys think this one's going to play out? It's been a fascinating match so far. Victory definitely with the upper hand, looking a little bit stronger. But Melbourne City really need to win this game, man. They won't be happy with just a point. They want to get the 3. Can they get it done? That's the question. When you got the likes of Leckie and McLaren on the bench, they're a chance. Okay, it's been a crazy round so far already in the A-League men's. Crazy match last night. Brisbane 2, Wanderers 1. Dramatic game in rainy conditions. Very rainy indeed in Parramatta last night. But what a win for Brisbane just to keep their finals hopes alive. And Wanderers, I mean, their fans not happy with how things are going, especially to end the season. Two other crazy games earlier today. Western United defeating Macarthur 2-1. Sorry, 4-2. What am I talking about? 4-2. 2-1 was the Mariners' result. Central Coast Mariners 2-1 over Wellington Phoenix. Do you like my new logo? Let's see if I can zoom in. For me, unfortunately, Casual Sydney FC, it's very small for me. So unfortunately, I can't zoom in right now. Prediction is 3-2 to City. Ooh, Ooh. Galen in the chat, good to see you here. Galen says any points dropped by victory is going to be a huge loss for them. Yeah, they'll a win here for victory could really solidify their place in that top 4. Teams are returning to the field now. Master FUT is staying up through the Everton game. Plenty of Premier League action tonight, late night for us here in Australia and New Zealand, hey. John, you are spot on there indeed. All the games have been dramatic this round. Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been a really entertaining round of football. And the second half in this Melbourne Derby, which has been an enjoyable watch so far, is just around the corner. All right. Should we get some snacks? Should we get some halftime snacks before this second half kicks off? I think so. All right, guys, I appreciate you tuning in for this live watch-along. Coastal Watch Football, man, we're all about supporting and promoting Australian football, and specifically the A-League, man. That is the focus. And if you guys want to support the channel and support what we're doing here, you can hit the like button. You can also consider sending through a super chat. It goes a huge way to helping, support me making content here on the channel. I just appreciate you guys tuning in, man, and watching along. This second half should be an intense one. Is it back for you guys yet? I'm still in an ad break. Is my stream up to date? Oh, we're underway now. We're underway now. They like to squeeze in those ads, don't they? Second half is underway. Melbourne Derby 1-1. Arslan scoring pardon me. Arslan scoring early for Melbourne City. And then Bruno Fornaroli equalising from the penalty spot. We are underway, of course. YouTube stream, occasionally slightly behind the stream that you may be watching, so please just be aware of that. We'll have a see. Look if there's any. Did we get any changes at halftime? Did we get any changes? Now this is interesting. I think Reza Fagani, the referee's having a conversation with Marin Jakalic, who looks pretty upset about something. Having a look at the replay, I mean, he copped a little. Anyway, who knows what was going on there? Marin Jakalic was not happy, and the referee wanted to have a little chat with him. Anyway, we've got a game of football to play. Leon Natel has hurt himself and is down on the park. Challenges are flying in midfield. The game is going to be stopped because Leon Natel's in a bit of agony on the ground. Crazy opening minute here already in this second half of the Melbourne Derby. Galen with a question. How do you reckon such as Mariners will do with the run in conjunction with the AFC Cup and finals? Galen, it's a great question. It's a huge question. Look, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. Obviously, the massive games remaining from here on out. But having said that, Mariners have done a really good job of managing both competitions so far. Mariners have had so many. For the last few months, it's felt like Mariners have had almost 2 games, every single week. It's been like that a lot this year. And we've done a really good job of managing it. And Mariners, I think the thing that Mariners have done a good job of, setting up for this season is that their squad depth is really good. Like, there's a lot of players who just aren't getting minutes at the moment at Mariners. When you think of those guys guys who aren't even making on the bench, like Wenzel Hawes and Will Wilson, some of these players who aren't even seeing the field. So I'm hoping that we'll be all right from here on out. It's interesting too because the AFC Cup final is, I believe, May 5th, which is the first weekend of elimination finals. So it should work out all right because at this rate, Mariners will not be involved in the elimination finals. They'll have that initial week off. Obviously, the top 2 in the A-League ladder have that first week of finals off, go straight to the semi-finals. And third place 6th and fourth place 5th. And as we mentioned earlier, that third place team playing 6th place team could well be a Melbourne Derby if City can catch Wanderers in the top 6. Drop in the chat. What are your snacks of choice for tonight? Beverage of choice. Saturday night. Hope you guys are enjoying the weekend so far. Hope you are kicking back and enjoying the football. And we want to create that community vibe here, man. We're all hanging out, watching football together. Drop your snacks or beverages of choice in the chat. It's been Easter time lately. Let's see what we've got here, man. A bit of a controversial one. Mint chocolate. Mint chocolate, not sponsored. Daryl Lee, minty hundreds and thousands. Hand-rolled egg. I am a fan of mint chocolate. Every time I tell people I'm a fan of mint chocolate, they I don't know. My friends give me a hard time about it. They say it just tastes like toothpaste. It's good. Is anyone here into mint chocolate? Let me know. Let me know. Noodles and sushi, says Casual City FC supporter. Very nice. Very nice. Corner here for Melbourne victory. Jeez, that was dangerous. Liam Natel had to almost put it in his own net, but he just heads it over the bar. Another corner. Dude, that easily could have been an own goal. I don't even think he meant to head it over his own bar. He sort of just threw his head onto it. Another corner here. Great chance. Oh, my goodness. Bruno Fornaroli stretching at that far post. Just fires wide. Galen says mint is elite. Mint chocolate dropping the thumbs down is Casual Sydney FC supporter. We might have to give it a try. And then I'm sure everyone gets one of these. If you're in Australia, at least. I'm not sure if these are available around the world. I assume they are. One of these Lindt Gold Bunnies, which you might be wondering is looking pretty weird. It melted in my car the other day, so that's why it's looking a bit weird, but it's been resurrected in the fridge. So I've got one of those today as well. So, just churning through the Easter treats. What better way to enjoy a Saturday night alongside some football? Bubbly mint chocolate, like the Aero one, Tan Lee. Bubbly mint chocolate. I love that. I like that stuff, man. I like that stuff. Anyway. Victory looking to continue the second half the way they played in the first half. Good move by Falami. The delivery comes in. Cleared away. Back with Falami. City have numbers back. And they've got another corner here, Victory. They're on the back foot here, Melbourne City, and just hoping to stay in this game. Want to make sure Victory don't take that lead. This is an important match, really, really important match for Melbourne City. Look how low Arzani has his socks, man. I always wonder if that's comfortable. I mean, they've zoomed in on it. The camera's zoomed in on how low his socks are. Has the referee asked him to roll up his socks? Arzani has had to stop from taking that corner and rolled up his socks. I almost wonder if the referee's asked him. Surely not. Anyway, so Melbourne City deal with this corner and send it long. So, what can City do just to get themselves on the front foot, get themselves on the attack? They've really been starved of opportunities. There have been chances here and there for Melbourne City, but Max Caputo up top has not seen too much of the ball. Going to try and get Tolga Arslan on the ball a little bit more to do Melbourne City. I've got some more treats in the chat. Now, if you're just tuning in, we're discussing our football watching snacks or beverages of choice. Mango juice and a Jolly Rancher. I can't say I know what a Jolly Rancher is, but love mango juice. Iced tea. Very nice, John. Very nice indeed. Melbourne Victory looking to get him behind once again. City again managing to hold them out. And it's a goal kick. Victory pleading for the corner. They're not going to get it. Zinedine Machash finding Fornaroli in the box a moment ago. Another blocked shot. So, City playing out from the back here. What do they got? What do they got? They haven't had too much possession. Going along with that quick ball down the right. Igarkovic chasing it. City in a good area of the pitch here. Talbot on the ball, coming inside. Arslan. What can he create? One of the top creative midfielders in the league this season, Togo Arslan. Played at a good level in Europe. And now tearing it up in the A-League. Delivery comes in from Natal. Can't find anyone. Curtis Good. Sure, City fans were crying for him to shoot. Natal, bit of space for him. Again, another cross from Natal, which just isn't really located near any teammates. Still, City on the attack. Ugarkovic goes short. Nice pass. Talbot's in behind here. Caputo in the box. Trying to get through. Cuts it back. They ran out of players in the box there, Melbourne City. But a little worrying moment there for Melbourne Victory at the back. Dude, I've got this goal kick victory. This. Oh, geez, I'm spilling hundreds and thousands everywhere. This mint chocolate Easter egg that I want to try. I'm not sure how to when the eggs are that big, I'm not sure how to like approach it. You know what I mean? Like, am I supposed to just break it open? It might be a bit too messy. Alzani losing it in midfield. You just wonder when the other team's benches will be introduced into the game. Plenty of dangerous players on both benches. Charlie jumping in with the snacks. Jam sandwich, Coke Zero. Zupa duper, love it. Zupa duper. 10 minutes into the second half, man. It's been already pretty intense. We've got plenty of football to go. We are set up for a fantastic second half. Oh, poor giveaway there by De Silva. Here's a chance for City. Arslan quickly rolling it through. Ryan Teague. Nice defensive work there. He sprinted back to help out his backline there. Ryan Teague. Young Olyroos midfielder who will be jetting off to join the Olyroos camp tomorrow. The Olyroos involved in the AFC Under-23 Asian Cup this month. Big tournament for the Under-23s. Plenty of A-League players involved in that squad. And most notably, though, no Nestori Irinkunda in that squad for the Olyroos. Foul count just shown on the broadcast. 14 fouls committed by Melbourne City. Just 5 committed by Victory. 14. Thanks for tuning in, Casual Sydney FC supporter. Enjoy the rest of your night, my friend. Can City get something going here? They've had a couple little openings in the last few minutes. And Victory looking to go quickly on the counter-attack now, though. Traore using his pace to try and help out an attack. Victory choose to go backwards. So many seagulls, man. It's a... they're flying pretty close to the camera. It's a staple of Amy Park. We see it all the time. The seagulls flying around. Some of them look like they're getting kind of close to the camera, though. So, bit of a pause in proceedings here as Togo Arslan is down. He's taken his shoelaces off. He's undone his shoelaces, I should say. And just feeling that hamstring. You doing a watch-along for the Sydney Derby next week, asks Charlie. Yes, should be doing a watch-along for that one as well. Huge game next week. Did you watch the Western City Wanderers Brisbane match last night? I didn't catch it live, but I'm going to catch the replay. But saw the highlights and, yeah, man. What a result for Brisbane. What an important result for Brisbane to keep their finals hopes alive. And that, dude, the penalty save at the end, right? Macklin freak denying Antonsen. So, Tiger Arslan. Is he coming from the field? This would be a blow for Melbourne City if Arslan is indeed departing the field. Wearing the captain's armband tonight for Melbourne City, Tiger Arslan. No substitutions made in this game as of yet, but Tiger Arslan, who scored the first goal of the game, capitalising on a mistake from Ryan Teague. A really nice finish. Galen asks our thoughts on Pena, saying he wants to play for the Socceroos. Yes, I saw that. Love it. Let's hope it happens. I hope it happens. I would love to see Daniel Pena play for the Socceroos. He's a fantastic player, and he'd be exciting to watch, man. He's a really, really exciting player. On his day, he's one of the best players in the A-League. And I think, look, would he get into like the current Socceroos squad? Maybe. He'd be close. So that's the question as well. It's like whether we sort of, like, how does he fit into the Socceroos side, Here comes Falami. Great chance. Victory. Traore! Shot just wide. Adama Traore arriving late in the box. Smart move by Ben Falami just to hold it up and find his underlapping left back. Traore. That's been a common theme in this game. Traore's been really eager to get forward and get on the attack. What an opportunity, though. What a chance. Adama Traore, man, so much experience. Has played at, I've had a couple stints at Melbourne Victory, right? 3 now, I think. I think this is his 3rd stint at Melbourne Victory. Spent some time at Western Sydney Wanderers over the last couple of years. Shot stats on the broadcast, 18 for Victory. 18. Just 5 for City. That sums it up. Sums it up pretty much, doesn't it? It's been Melbourne Victory who have had much more attacking intent. An hour of football played in Melbourne. Victory 1, City 1. They've showed the expected goals stats on the broadcast. 2.8 for Victory. Suggesting that they should indeed be in the lead if they'd taken their opportunities. Final half an hour in this game. Such an important match for both sides. Well, we are going to finally get that first change of the game. And what a player to bring into the match. Matt Leckie, Socceroo, is going to be introduced here in place of Leon Natel. Leon Natel, Brazilian winger. Had a couple moments tonight, but has had to probably do more defending than attacking tonight. So Matt Leckie introduced here. Great player to bring on, especially if you need to find some goals. Charlie says, I was AFK for Griddle. Did you do well? Yes, we got 9 out of 9. 9 out of 9 on the Griddle. We did all right. We did all right today. So Leckie's onto the pitch. He's struggled with injuries a little bit this season, hasn't he, Matt Leckie? As has Andrew Naboot. He was initially, I think, ruled out for almost the whole season. Came back for a little bit, and then he's dropped out again. Mike Attilio currently out with injury too. They've struggled a little bit. But, a club like Melbourne City, they've got plenty of players there, great depth of that club. John P7 says, fun fact about the Sydney Derby, the last 6 games, the away team has always won. 3 away wins each. Yeah, it seems to be it's the common trend at the moment in the Sydney Derby. It's really interesting how it's always the away team that gets up. So, look, Sydney FC will be hoping to end that run as they are hosting next week. Excuse me. Melbourne City corner. What have they got in front of those Victory fans? Samuel Soprine providing the height up from the back. Matt Leckie can be dangerous in the air as well. Delivery's okay. Falls to the ground, and it's cleared. Well defended. Jamie Young is a long way from his goal here. He clears it out to the left. If Victory can quickly win the ball, well, they won't do so. But Jamie Young had players closing him down, and he was near the halfway line. Nervy moment. City looking to find a route down the left-hand side. Cleared away. Good block from Guerrier. No Aurelio Vidmar at the moment for Melbourne City. Their current head coach, Aurelio Vidmar. He's been ill of late. Hopefully Aurelio's all right. Ball comes in again from Melbourne City. This corner is going to be recovered by Leckie. Plenty of options in the box. Delivery is dangerous. It's going to fall to Jago. Bouncing around in the box. Now Victory can pounce. Fornaroli has Machash ahead. Opts to go back. Looks to the left. Fornaroli goes down in the middle. Rolling around. In pain. Max Caputo is going to pick up a yellow card for bringing down his opposing striker. Charlie's has just realised Matilda's playing Mexico on my birthday. Happy birthday for Wednesday, Charlie. Yeah, Matilda's taking on Mexico in a friendly match on Wednesday morning. And I can tell you right now, we're going to be doing a live watch along for that match too. So make sure to come and hang out on Wednesday morning. Bit of midweek football. Good opportunity for the Tillies to continue their preparations for the Olympics against an opposition who they have never faced before in Mexico. And my preview for that game is out right now. They've put up a video for that today, if you want to check it out afterwards. Free kick here for Melbourne City. Referee judging that Ryan Teague was a bit too strong with his contact on Leckie. Looks like McLaren's putting his jersey on the bench, so he might be ready to enter the fray. Leckie. Pressured by Arzani. That's definitely struck Arzani's hand. Play on. Surely that hit Arzani's hand while he's on the ground. Anyway. Wonder if VAR could bring it back this far. Victory Artes score from this. Falami's down the right. Cutting in field. Good run. Important block from Talbot. Cleared away. End-to-end action now. Oh my gosh, what an opportunity. Caputo was away and it hit the back of his head. The lob over the top. No foul on Miranda. We play on. This game is well and truly opening up. Look at the acres of space for Talbot. City have numbers forward. Cross inside. Damien De Silva dribbling away with it. Huge opportunity for Melbourne City. And that frantic passage of play comes to an end. Challenge is flying in. So much space opening up as well. Fouls that weren't called as fouls. Gee whiz. No, I didn't go to uni, Charlie. So, the game is just starting to open up a little bit, isn't it? Starting to open up. And I'm still setting that 2-2 prediction, man. It could still happen. It can still happen. Melbourne Victory 1, Melbourne City 1. Appreciate you guys tuning in for this live watch along, man. We've been doing live watch alongs for the last few years now. Watching our A-League matchups. Fernandez attacking from left back for City. Finds a teammate in Ugarkovic. Jago. Arslan. City. Oh, great play. Caputo using his strength. Arslan goes down. And what is the referee called here? Is there a shout for a penalty? So Caputo, I don't think there's a penalty in that. And the challenge on Arslan looked pretty clean as well. Damien De Silva, though. One of the top central defenders in the competition. And working really, really hard tonight to keep Melbourne City at bay. But City, after sustaining plenty of attacks their way, now doing some attacking of their own. This is City's 5th corner of the night. Arslan delivers. Decent delivery too towards Caputo. Comes out to Jago. City are pushed backwards. "20 minutes remain. Here's Yakalish. Edge of the box. Poor pass. Was looking for Jago, but it wasn't on. Now Machash is going to look to counter. Oh, the slip. He slipped. At the crucial moment, did Zinedine Machash just change direction a little bit too quickly there. The French-Moroccan midfielder. "70 minutes played, 1-1 in the Derby." This is one of the most highly anticipated fixtures in the A-League. Two clubs who demand success. It's been much more successful of late for Melbourne City, winning the premiership last year. Winning the championship the year before that as well. And they're a team who, well, I mean, they've got guys like this they can bring on the bench. Jamie McLaren is going to enter the game to replace Max Caputo. Looks like Victory are preparing some changes as well. But it's been a funny old season for McLaren, who's won so many golden boots in the A-League. He's the competition's all-time greatest goal scorer. He's going to replace Caputo, who almost had a bit of a half chance just before he came off. Melbourne Victory, Falami's coming from the field. Nishan Volupale is going to replace him on the wing. Nishan Volupale heading off to Olyrood duty after this match. And Jake Brimmer, who's worked hard in midfield, is departing the pitch. Geordie Valadon, again, another one of those players who will be involved in the Olyrood's Asian Cup squad. Coming on to add a bit more pace and drive in midfield. Machash using his strength to win it off Fernandez. Arzani can deliver. Curtis Good's been busy tonight at the back for City. It's been about the defences tonight, hey? They've really been working hard. Oh, Arzani and Jago going head-to-head there, and Jago doing well not to commit the foul. Some good talking points coming through in the chat. Galen asks, who do you reckon will be hit hardest by the Olyrood call-ups in terms of, which A-League side? Well, Melbourne Victory have a few, don't they? Because they've got, Valadon, Volupale, and Teague. So they're probably up there, hey? I think they're the one. I don't think any other team has 3 off the top of my head. Sydney FC are losing a couple of players, Girdwood Reich and Courtney Perkins. Central Coast Mariners are losing Alu Kowal and Jacob Farrell. These players are going to be away for a couple of weeks later on this month. But probably Melbourne Victory is probably the answer to that question. But look, Victory, talking about teams with depth, as we were earlier. I mean, Melbourne Victory certainly have the depth to cover for those three players. Losing three pretty good players, especially someone like Ryan Teague, who's been crucial for Victory this season. But yeah, there's plenty of players who can fill in and do the job while those guys are away on Olyrood duty. Sam, jumping back in, says, what have I missed? Anything fun happened in this match? Look, it's been a pretty entertaining watch, pretty tightly contested match, but no goals in this half so far. But it is starting to open up a little bit. Victory 1, Melbourne City 1. Victory were much more dominant in that first half, but City starting to find some more opportunities now, which is good to see. We can see here on the lineup graphics, Geordie Valadon into midfield for Victory. Valupale out wide on that left-hand side. McLaren has been introduced into the game as well. You look at the players that Melbourne City have there. I mean, Leckie, Arslan, McLaren. These are the kinds of players who set up goals and score goals. Both teams desperate to win this game. Just 3 fixtures left after tonight for both of these teams. Brook and Milanovic out for the Derby, as Charlie mentions in the chat. Indeed, another club who are missing 2 players for the Olyrood squad. Both Brook and Milanovic, 2 wide players who were involved in Wanderers' match last night. "50 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. 15 minutes for one of these teams to make a breakthrough. Our prediction was 2-2. Could we get a frenetic finale here? Poor giveaway by Young, and Cyprian has to play it out for a throw-in here out wide, but in a good area of the pitch here for Melbourne Victory. Melbourne. Oh, nice play. Valadon with his first touch of the ball. Looking to get inside the box. Traore. Chipping it up. Oh, it's going to fall. Oh, the spectacular. Fornaroli maybe didn't need to do that. Maybe that was a poor choice. I don't know. I mean, Fornaroli was going for like a scissor kick, right? Maybe should have just controlled it. To be fair, there were players closing them down. Sam says, I know it's a couple months away, but would you do watch-alongs for the Matildas Olympic campaign? Would you guys be keen for that? Yeah, I'm definitely keen for that. We're going to be doing a Matildas watch-along this Wednesday for their friendly match against Mexico. Wednesday morning, Australian time. So jump in for that one. Yeah, the kickoff, I know the kickoff times for the Olympics aren't as friendly on the east coast of Australia. I think it's like 3 a.m. or something. But yeah, man, if we've got the demand, then yeah, definitely keen. Sorry, John, I just missed your I forgot to answer your question from a moment ago. Do you think Jamie McLaren should move on from Melbourne City next season? There has been talk that he has been linked with Auckland FC. Well, if Melbourne City want to go ahead and give more game time to a young striker like Caputo, then yeah, he's had a great stint at Melbourne City. This might be the time for McLaren to move on and go somewhere else. And look, the good thing is, like, he's someone who I'm sure really wants to consolidate himself as the top goal scorer in the A-League, and you're going to give himself a good sort of lead there at the top of that standing, the all-time A-League goal scorers. And if he stays in the A-League, it's at Auckland, then he can continue with that record, building on that record, I should say. So it could well happen. And what a signing that would be for their inaugural season, Auckland FC, if they picked up the league's best goal scorer. But yeah, this just hasn't been a great season for McLaren by his high standards. And maybe it's time for all parties involved to move on. But he's certainly had a fantastic career at City. He's been a incredible servant for the club and captain of the club now, isn't he? Won golden boots there, won a premiership there, a championship there. So he's done what Melbourne City wanted him to do, which was to win the silverware. Now it's time for the next generation to take over. Galen, that's a great question, Galen. Now that qualification to the next round is wrapped up for the Socceroos to the next round of qualies, who would you call up who has had limited or no caps? Also would be keen for the watch-along. Thanks for that feedback, Galen, in regards to the watch-alongs. Yeah, man, it's an opportunity, isn't it? It's an opportunity considering that Socceroos have secured qualification with those final couple of matches against Bangladesh and Perth and the away match to Palestine, I think it is, yeah. There's an opportunity to give some minutes to players who maybe haven't seen too many minutes. It'd be great to see, I know Alex Robinson has been out with injury, but whether he'll be fit by then, it'd be great to see him involved. Alessandro Giacatti, that could be cool as well. I think Graham Arnold has already mentioned that he won't be too keen on bringing A-League players as the A-League season will be, the regular season will be pretty well done by then, only finals. I remember him mentioning that in a recent interview. What's happened here? Well, Zinedine Machash has blown up at the assistant and gotten up in his face. The fourth official has stepped onto the pitch. I'm really confused as to what has happened here. Something has happened off the ball. Zinedine Machash is really upset. And the referee's just trying to calm him down. Now, the camera is on this assistant referee. Now, the referee is just trying to reason. What has happened here? I'm confused as to what Machash is even complaining about. We haven't seen anything that he could be complaining about. Now, there's a yellow card out. And the yellow card is for Fernandez, Melbourne City left back. We assume, at least. Anyway, we're going to get a substitution as well. Drama in the Melbourne Derby. Who knows what's going on? Machash is really upset about something. We've got a game of football to play, though. Looks like Chris Economides is ready to be introduced for victory. Ali Reza Fagani, the referee in this game, holding things up. The Melbourne City coaching staff are just having a bit of a chuckle here. I don't know if you guys are listening to the commentary. I don't know if you're getting a sneak peek as to, or a bit of an indication as to what's happening here. Oh, okay. We're just seeing on the replay what has happened here. So Fernandez is pretty unnecessarily lashed out at Machash, and then Zinedine Machash was really upset about it. But quite clearly, Fernandez with no intention to play the ball there. Oh, we're going to get a VAR review here. We're going to get a VAR review. Now, is this going to be for Machash, potentially? I think it will be. So, interesting that the fourth official rushed onto the pitch to get involved there. There's a review here. Referees made a quick decision here. Yellow card has been brandished. Yellow card to Machash as well. And we're going to play on. It's not going to matter anyway. Machash has quickly departed from the field. Economides is on to replace him. A pretty dramatic finish to the game for Zinedine Machash. He was really upset about that incident. I think the correct call in the end, just a yellow card for either player. No red card necessary. So we're into the final 10 minutes already. We'll definitely have a fair chunk of added time, you'd imagine. I thought so too, John. John mentioned in the chat, I thought VAR couldn't intervene for yellow card incidents. Yeah, well, I think for that one was potentially a red card. So I think that was the thinking of the VAR, that maybe there was like a headbutt or something involved there. Meanwhile, Melbourne City came very close just a moment ago to the winner. Lecky almost getting on the end of it. But yeah, I think maybe just after the referee saw it, he decided no red card, but may as well brandish the yellows. So it's been a really fiercely contested second half after Victory really dominated that first. Both teams with good chances in their second. And we're getting to the stage of the game where both teams with opportunities to win this now. Ball down the right. Arzani. Guerrier, nice run from right back. The delivery is dangerous and the clearance is crucial from Callum Talbot, who receives a big pat on the back from his goalkeeper, Jamie Young-Talbot. What an intervention, because the delivery was delightful from Guerrier. Corner. Doesn't work out for Melbourne Victory again. The corners tonight haven't been too profitable for either side. Again, City having to do some defending here from the set piece. Far post delivery is in! Victory! Have it! It's Damien De Silva! What a huge goal for Melbourne Victory. Devastating blow for City. That could be the end of their finals hopes. Damien De Silva rising highest, just as we say that they've both teams struggling from corners. Damien De Silva, great delivery. Poor defending once again. De Silva placing it past Jamie Young. Victory finally have that second goal. And not for the first time this season, Damien De Silva scoring late. He scored a double late against Western a couple months ago. And he might have just scored a massive 3 points for his side here. Third goal of the season for the centre-back, who has played every single match this campaign. French defender has been fantastic, man, since he arrived last year. What a goal. What a moment. Crazy game indeed. Big game player, says John. Indeed. So, Melbourne City send it forward long. McLaren in the box. Can he find an opening? Defending, and I think the offside flag is up anyway. What a moment. A late goal here. De Silva. But for Melbourne City, there is still time. A loss here for Melbourne City, and they sit 4 points out from the top six with just 3 games to play. It's going to be tricky for them. Even a draw here would be valuable for City. The point could make a difference. Economides feeding it down the left for Volupele. Taking on Talbot. Volupele still. Traore fired it in. City trying to clear it. Zani goes down. No foul. Can Melbourne City spring away on the counter? It's Lecky. Has options to his left. He finds Yakalish on the right. Marin Yakalish in the box. Great chance. Oh, what's a miss? Incredible. The one player you want on the ball, Tolgay Arslan. You thought it was going to ripple in the back of the net. What a miss. What a counter-attack. Blistering move by City. Lecky started it. Exquisite pass to find Marin Jakalic. And the composure from Marin Jakalic to find Arslan, who is completely unmarked, and he blazes over the top. That is huge. That is monumental. That is potentially their season on the line, Melbourne City. Oh my goodness. Fantastic finish in the first half from Arslan. He has to at least hit the target from there. Anyway, we play on. It looks like Lapane's onto the pitch now for Melbourne City for the final moments, as they look to chase a winner, an equaliser rather, Melbourne City. How much injury time will we have? There has been a few stoppages. I reckon we might see maybe 5 or 6 at this stage. Melbourne victory, though, this win brings them just 5 points behind both Mariners and Wellington. Couple changes being prepared for Melbourne victory at the end here as well. Economides down the right. Chance of victory to seal it. The cross misses everyone. Recovered by Fornaroli. Bruno Fornaroli holds it up. And there's a bit of an incident here between Jakalic and Fornaroli. And look at Jakalic, really upset once again. We saw it the last Melbourne Derby. And referee whipping out the yellow card. Not happy with Jakalic's reaction. But dude, the challenge from Fornaroli. I mean, just crazy challenge. Crazy challenge. Dangerous challenge. Anyway. Double change here for Melbourne victory. Traore's coming off. He's been really good tonight, Adama Traore. Helped out in attack. What a game indeed, Charlie. What a game indeed it's been. So Connor Chapman coming on for the last few minutes to replace Fornaroli. Daniel Arzani's coming off as well. Rolly Bonavazia entering the pitch. Rolly Bonavazia. Now at Melbourne victory, signed mid-season. Formerly of Wellington Phoenix and Western Sydney Wanderers, Rolly Bonavazia. Making his return to the A-League at victory. So 5 minutes of injury time we've got. We're already into it. Thought we might have had a little bit more. But that gives Melbourne City just a few moments to try and rescue what could potentially be a massive point, man. It brings the gap just to 3 behind the top 6. But there's gaps opening up at the back for City. And victory could be in for a third. Oh, nicely done. It's Velupile. It's 3. But the flag is up. No goal. It was close. VAR might have to have a little check. Nishan Velupile was played in. He put the ball in the back of the net. Jonah, g'day. Good to see you in the chat. Missed victory, second goal. How'd that unfold? Damien De Silva it was, the centre-back on a corner, heading it home. Pretty poorly defended by City. But yeah, Damien De Silva with a header. Third goal of the season for the French defender. So, Melbourne City are just going to throw everything forward here to try and make it 2-2. The point would be massive for them. 5 minutes total injury time. Long ball down the right. Chipped in towards Talbot, who lobs it into the box. Izzo's there and claims it. Strong from Paul Izzo. 2 minutes of injury time remain. Melbourne victory 2. Melbourne City 1. Damien De Silva set to be the hero once again for victory. Talbot looks for the long switch. Melbourne City have it in the middle of the park. Minute and a half remaining for them. Victory looking really comfortable in the top 4 now as it stands. Right-hand side once again for City, which they've really favoured this game. Delivery's good. Headed away. Still there. Fernandez hits it in. McLaren's there. Corner. Dude, we've got a minute left. We've got a minute left. And Melbourne City with the corner. And an opportunity. Jamie Young is up. The goalkeeper is up. Jamie Young is in the box. Everyone forward for City. Trying to rescue a massive point here to keep them in finals contention. Another corner. Victory defended. It's going to be another corner. Tense moments for victory. Tolgay Arslan to deliver again. Near post. Flicked on. De Silva's going to get their first victory. And there could be a chance here, but no, there's someone back for City. It's Talbot. Jamie Young was out of his goal. Sprinting back. They may have just run out of time. A foul is called on Leckie. 5 minutes have ticked by. Injury time is up. What a match. Melbourne victory digging deep here. And you're going to say deserve the 3 points. Melbourne City had the chances. Tolgay Arslan, what a miss though. That is the moment for Melbourne City that they're going to look back on as the crucial moment. Melbourne victory win it. 2-1 in the Derby. A tightly contested match. Tolgay Arslan scoring for City early on in the game. 4 minutes in. Melbourne victory, equalising from the penalty spot. Bruno Fornaroli scoring against his former side. And then Damien De Silva. We saw it a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, right? He scored 2 goals late to win it against Western United. And he shows up once again here. He's been so good this season for victory at the back, but this time showing up at the set piece to put the ball in the back of the net. And earn a massive 3 points for Melbourne victory. What a win. What a win. And at this point of the season, man, it's points that matter. It's points that are most important. It's wins as well that are important. And that's the thing that's been lacking for Melbourne victory this season. Those wins, they've been drawing so many games and they are sitting in a good position in the ladder. They haven't lost many games. But as we know, wins are now more important than goal difference. And that's all that matters for Melbourne victory tonight. The fact that they've won that game. And not only, they're looking at a really comfortable position in that top 6, but also now you get to say they are in with a chance to potentially catch one of those teams in the top 2. And we look at that fixture coming up. It's Wellington Phoenix hosting Melbourne victory very shortly in the A-League Men's. That'll be a huge game, dude. That'll be a huge game. I mean, Wellington, you got to say, will be favourites. Obviously playing at home. They've been so good at home this season. But if Melbourne victory could possibly win that game, all of a sudden it gets really, really interesting. And Melbourne victory, I'm sure, will have hopes of a top 2 finish. Orlando says, what a win for victory. Rip City lol, says the Rays side. Go Mariners indeed, Troy. Oh, man, my voice is just holding on too. John with a comment on that tackle towards the end from Fornaroli. Ridiculous tackle, 2 feet from behind. Really dangerous challenge. What a match. What a finale as well. Melbourne City pushing and pushing. You can see from these scenes, though, man, what it means for Melbourne victory. They are over the moon to grab the 3 points here against their rivals. And the camera on Tolgay Arslan. Dude, what a moment. I just can't fathom how Arslan has missed that opportunity. I mean, an incredible counter-attacking move towards the end of that match. And that was the chance that was the moment for Melbourne City to grab that equaliser. It felt like, look, even though Victory probably were the better side in the end, City had enough chances, man. They could have, they easily could have come away with something from this match. And that was the moment. They had to score there. And Arslan at least should have hit the target. But, dude, I just can't believe it. Considering how calmly and how cleanly Arslan took that goal in the first half, you thought he was going to put away that second. Wasn't able to make it. General's happy with the results. Who scored for Victory? Asking Troy, Fornaroli and De Silva. Scoring for Melbourne Victory tonight. Bruno Fornaroli with a penalty in the first half. Damien De Silva scoring in the final 5 minutes of regular time from a corner. Header, putting it home and earning his side a huge 3 points. What a moment. Damien De Silva, I mean, talking about, some of the top defenders in the league, he's definitely going to be in the conversation, man. He's a guy that, maybe not spoken about as much as he should be, but he always puts in a solid shift, Damien De Silva, and his partnership alongside Roderick Miranda has been superb this season. And that's why Melbourne Victory have been really difficult to beat this season. Really, really difficult to beat. Galen, yep, spot on with a comment as well. Galen says, just sums up City season, misfiring. They've had the chances, they've had the opportunities, and, they've had some games where they picked up big wins. We think back to that 8-1 win against Brisbane, 7-0 against Wanderers a few weeks ago. But it's these games, man, these crucial matches where they've failed to show up, they've failed to grab the results. Look, no, they did work hard tonight. They did play pretty well tonight. I don't think they were poor by any means, Melbourne City. But the results aren't going their way for them at the moment. And City now sit 4 points out of the top 6. Which is pretty crazy to think, this club who has been so dominant in recent years, now 4 points behind Western Sydney. 3 games left. It's going to be really interesting watching both Western Sydney Wanderers and Melbourne City play over the next few weeks, man. You get to think, with that 4 point gap, surely Wanderers, anything can happen in football, as we know, but surely Wanderers have enough to hold on and secure a place in the top 6. Maybe just holding on to that 6th place there as well. Potentially. So, dramatic final few rounds in the A-League remaining for just about every side in the competition, man. It's going to be crazy. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in very, very much. We've got a couple watch-alongs coming up in the next week. We're going to be live on Wednesday morning for the Matildas game. Matildas taking on Mexico in a Olympics warm-up friendly match. Big game for some of those players to try and secure their place in the Olympic squad, to try and impress Tony Gustafsson and secure their place in that team. The Matildas taking on Mexico. The kickoff is at 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time this Wednesday, so catch us live for that one. We're also going to be live next Saturday for the Sydney Derby. Another derby, man, and a huge one as well. 2 teams in the top 6. We've got Sydney FC, who have been in good form of late, and then Wanderers, who, as we were just talking about there, opportunity for them. If they could get a win in that game, that could really solidify their place in the top 6. So join us next Saturday, this time next week, for the Sydney Derby watch-along, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. As we said, hit the like button on the way out. Greatly appreciate it. Hit subscribe if you haven't done so already, if you want to stick around for Australian football and A-League's content. My name's Lockie, this is Coastwood Football, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.